Hello, Saskia, Devotional Goddess here. How are you? I had an appointment with an orthopedist this morning for my foot. There's something just needed to have checked out. But it's really interesting to see how still walking into a hospital setting brings stuff up for me. First, they wanted an x-ray before I got to see the orthopedist. And I had my foot on the x-ray and they were taking it, and I was just scanning through my body because I could feel this dysregulation, this discomfort. And I paused and I was like, oh, this reminds me of all the times they took x-rays of my breast. And I didn't even cognitively need to process that. But as soon as I made that connection, the tears came. And I just allowed it. I just honored it. The body remembers. We can intellectualize it. We can shove it down. We can do multiple things. But our body will tell us where our emotions are and how they move in our body. And if the emotion arises, let it. Your tears are cleansing. The emotion is wanting to release. It's been held and stored somewhere in your body. And when we continue to push it down, and when we continue to suppress that need for the body to purge that emotion out, we create more dis-ease in the body. We create another contraction, another blockage, another restriction internally. So I put words to it and I said to the technician, she was a sweetheart. She was so lovely. And I said, I actually blubbered it out a bit. But I said, look, I went through breast cancer treatment in the hospital, and these settings still bring things up for me. And she completely validated me, which was really sweet. I didn't need it per se, but it was still lovely to hear. And then I went to the next appointment, and it was still present. And once the initial nurse had taken my intake information, I was alone in the room. And I just sat there. I wrapped my arms around myself, and I held myself, and I breathed, and I talked to my body. I talked to my soul, and I said, it's okay, my love. I've got you. That was the past. Let it go. You are healthy. You are strong. You can release this. It's okay. You are safe. And I just continued to squeeze myself for a bit and hold myself and breathe into that. And then I found my center again, and I was able to feel myself again. And the emotion wasn't overtaking. And this is the process. How do we parent ourselves? How do we hold ourselves in that love that we need in that moment? Either through a remembering of how our parents held us, or to reparent ourselves in ways that our parents weren't able to. In holding ourselves in that love that our parents weren't able to hold because they were holding enough in other ways. This is the medicine that we have at our fingertips. And this is why I teach what I teach, because we're not taught this. And we need to remember how to care for ourselves in deeper ways, in honoring in deeper ways how amazing our body is, how it does keep score, how it does remember, and how we are able to release. And in releasing, we heal and we liberate. And we create greater ease within the body because there's been a purging. All my information is in my link in bio. I wish you a wonderful day. Honor your emotions. The joy, the sadness, the discomfort. Breathe through it. Much love. Bye for now.